Hello, and welcome to Module 6, which is Embodiment of the Quantum Self. So we are going to be talking, this one's going to be a little bit more in depth. We're going to be talking about the process of what does it mean to actually embody this version of you, and what might be holding you back from doing so, what might be creating excess potential or resistance in your journey. So, quote of the day is move through life as the version of who you already are. And so, aligned action as identity reinforcement. So, the more that we can actually take action, we can feel into the life, the sensations, the thoughts, the actions, the beliefs, the clothing, the people, the environment, the foods, the lifestyle, the felt sense of the inner self that is authentic to us, the more that we can actually move through the law of assumption and allow those things to just be as they are, right now, the more we allow that into our life at a quantum rate. And so drop the fake identity, drop the false self, drop all of the things that are not you, which is what's really holding you back. But a lot of times we sometimes have to look within ourselves and look back at these aspects that have been holding us back, because we hide from ourselves through what I'd call the protector. But even deeper layers, we have these emotions that are attached to the reasons why we hide these aspects of ourselves. We hide these parts because we're ashamed, and we hide it in doubt, fear, and hesitation. So we doubt ourselves, we have fear, what if it doesn't work out, and we hesitate to take action on our aligned goals, on our aligned life, because we have shame. We have shame around these aspects that haven't been integrated yet. In turn, we live one foot on the gas pedal and one foot on the brake. That's like trying to drive with one foot on the gas and one foot on the brake. It's the same when we allow our ego or our false self to run the show. Because the truth is that all parts of ourselves are welcome. All parts of ourselves have a place in reality, just like our ego does. But our ego is a terrible driver, a great passenger, right? Like I was talking about in the blueprint. It has the map. It keeps us alive, keeps us from falling off the road. But if it's driving, it's going to have those dual pedals down at the same time, and that's going to be really hard to progress because it's hesitating, because it wants to know the most efficient path from A to B, but it cannot calculate that in a quantum reality. So intellectual people think about having the ideal life, the ideal relationship, more money, the nice house, more purpose in life, but emotionally they're still stuck on, I want to get away from my life. I don't like ... whatever it may be. I don't like this about my life. I don't like that about my life. And the truth is that actually holds them back from moving forward, because they're caught in the past. And they refuse to feel the very thing that will liberate the past self, that will ignite their true authentic self, which is fully feeling who you are in this moment. The cause and effect that has brought you to this point in time is the actual fuel that allows you to dissolve that. So the parts have never been greater than the whole. So when we dissolve those parts of ourselves into the whole or into outer intention, it allows it to not create excess potential or resistance in shifting. So I want that dream relationship, but I don't want blank. That is the very thing that is holding them back. A big portion of this is transforming the old identity into fertile soil for the new you. What I mean by that is also going through, like I was talking about, those grief processes and feeling that aspect of yourself. It's not about bypassing, it's about fully feeling it, allowing it, and letting it pass. So going through the process of reframing the past to slingshot the future you into the eternal now. And what that looks like is not holding on to the shame, not holding on to the doubt or the hesitation. Do not doubt yourself and do not hesitate what you are doing. It's all gas, no brakes. No brakes, all gas pedal. So it's taking aligned and immediate action with the help of outer intention and the trust and belief in yourself and the greater intention of source that it's all working out for you. So stay in the unknown. Stay in the expansion. Stay in the process-oriented space. Don't get caught up on the outcome. Don't get caught up on the fears, the doubt, or the hesitation, because that will dissolve it immediately. Because the truth is expansion cannot exist in the same space as fear. It can be put as simply as there is two frames of reference for reality, fear or love. And at any point in time, if you're operating from love, you're operating in abundance, in expansion. If you're operating from fear, you're operating from a false reality. And so when we stay in the unknown, it allows outer intention to do the work and to work for us. So anxiety tells you, it is a barometer, again, when you are playing in the defense mode. When you are playing the game of life in a defensive space, you're experiencing anxiety. Anxiety and stress equals increased importance. It's when we are giving importance to something that is not real. Fear is an acronym for false evidence appearing real. So don't waste your time in doubt. You can never receive when you're closed off to life, when you're not in the mystery or in a state of gratitude. So we can't, not only can we not receive our most authentic self, not only can we not step into that role, but we cannot experience relationship when we're not in a state of gratitude. All relationship with ourself, with our loved ones, with life, and with source is all experienced through gratefulness, through gratitude for life. And this is what allows us to stay in expansion and in the unknown, is joy and gratefulness. So drop your armor and allow yourself to be seen as you are. Drop the armor, drop the fakeness. Don't puff up or shrink down when you're in a space of confrontation. Just be aware. It's not about puffing up and being the tough guy. It's also not about shrinking down and making yourself small for a perceived guarantee. It's not about that. It's about staying in your center, being aware and being non-reactive, and allowing yourself to respond to life from a place of expansion, from a place of love. And so I love the quote, "It's in uncertainty that we find ourselves because we dissolve the mind's inverted structures." And so in the place of uncertainty, where things feel most uncertain, that is where we find ourselves. That is where we find ourselves, is in the unknown. That's what creates synergy. And synergy creates congruency. And congruency creates alignment. And so this, my friends, is the blueprint, the framework for embodiment of the quantum self. Okay, beautiful. So I will see you in Module 7.
Hey guys, David here. So thank you again for tuning into this video series. I really appreciate having you here today. If this information, this wisdom resonates with you, feel free to like, share, subscribe, pass this on to someone you feel like might resonate with this information. As well as I have a option for donations here in the description. And so if that's something you feel called to, the donations really just kind of help further my ability to share this online education and to increase the quality and capacity to continue to do this. So really grateful to have you here and look forward to continuing the journey together.